Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about, two quotes today. One from Michelle Obama, former First Lady of the United States, and another from Emma Watson, the British actress you probably know from Harry Potter. And because we're in Colombia, I'll give you a few cultural examples to make things more relatable. This is listen. Michelle Obama once said, "Success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives." So I want to break this down. When we talk about success, we're talking about achieving goals, dreams. But here she's redefining success as something deeper than money. Here in Colombia, for example, some of our most admired people, like Nobel Prize winning author Gabriel Garcia Marquez, are celebrated not for wealth, but for cultural and emotional impact. When she says "isn't about," this is a phrase we use to clarify what something is not focused on. For example, this party isn't about showing off, it's about celebrating friendship. How much money you make. Here, make money means earn it. An idiom here, to make a living. This means to earn enough to support yourself. In Cartagena, for example, many artisans make a living selling their handicrafts. And when she says the difference you make, this means the positive impact you have on other people's lives. So to make a difference is to cause a noticeable change, usually for the better. As an example, a teacher in a rural school in Boyacá can make a huge difference in the future of their students. When she says "in people's lives," she's talking about influence on a personal level. It could be educational, emotional, or even environmental. So some extra idioms here and phrasal verbs related to this quote. To give back. This is to return kindness to the community, to give something back. Shakira gives back to Colombia through her Barefoot Foundation, building schools. When we talk about pay it forward, paying something forward, this is when someone does something good for you, you do something good for another person. Instead of paying it back directly, you pay it forward to someone else. So Michelle Obama's main message is, true success is not counted in pesos or dollars, but in the smiles you create, the hope you inspire, and the lives you change. Success isn't about how much money you make, it's about the difference you make in people's lives. Emma Watson said, "Don't feel stupid if you don't like what everyone else pretends to love." This is all about confidence and being true to yourself, even when society pressures you to follow trends. So don't feel stupid. This means don't think you're foolish or less intelligent. To feel self-conscious is to feel awkward or embarrassed about yourself. As an example, some Colombians feel self-conscious about speaking English, but practice makes confidence. If you don't like, she's saying it's okay not to enjoy the same things others do. For example, not everyone in Colombia likes vallenato or reggaeton, and that's perfectly fine, even though they are both incredibly popular. When she says what everyone else pretends to love, here, pretend means to act as if something is true when it isn't. So some vocabulary here. Go along with. This means to act or agree in a way just to fit in, just to be accepted. Sometimes people go along with football conversations, even if they don't watch the games. An idiom would be follow the crowd. This means to do what most people are doing. As an example, in Medellin, many tourists follow organized tours. But locals may prefer hidden gems. So the locals don't follow the crowd. And extra idioms here and phrasal verbs: to stand your ground. This means to refuse to change your opinion or your position. If you don't like coffee, even in Colombia, stand your ground. You can still enjoy an agua panela. Stand your ground. We also say to march to the beat of your own drum. This means to do things your own way, not like everyone else. March to the beat of your own drum. So don't feel stupid if you don't like what everyone else pretends to love. So there you have it. 2 quotes, 2 lessons. Michelle Obama reminds us that true success is measured by the lives we touch, not our bank balance. Emma Watson encourages us to be authentic, even when the world tries to push us in a different direction. And remember, whether you're learning English in Bogota, Barranquilla, or a small pueblo in the mountains, these words can guide not only your language journey, but also your personal growth. Thank you for listening today. This is listen.com.co. Bye-bye for now.